Hey everyone, it's almost time to cast your vote in the 2024 US presidential election. This is one of the most important civic duties we have as citizens, and it's crucial to make sure your voice is heard. Whether you're passionate about a particular candidate or issue or simply want to exercise your right to vote, every vote counts. Whether you're a seasoned voter or heading to the polls for the first time, the process can sometimes feel a bit overwhelming. But don't worry, I'm here to guide you through every step of the way. I've got you covered with all the essential info you need, from registering to vote to understanding the different ways you can cast your ballot. We'll cover it all. First up, let's talk about voting in person. This is the traditional method that many people are familiar with. On Election Day, November 5th, 2024, you'll head to your designated polling place. This is usually a local school, community center, or other public building. It's super important to check your assigned location and its hours ahead of time, as these can vary depending on where you live. You don't want to show up at the wrong place or after the polls have closed. Polling places are spread out across different neighborhoods to make it as convenient as possible for everyone to vote. Make sure you know where yours is located. At the polling place, you'll either fill out a paper ballot or use an electronic voting machine. Both methods are secure and your vote will be counted accurately. Don't worry, election workers will be there to guide you through the process if you need any help. They're trained to assist with any questions or concerns you might have. Not feeling the election day rush? Maybe you have a busy schedule or just prefer to avoid the crowds. No problem. Many states offer early voting options. This allows you to vote on a day and time that works best for you, without the pressure of election day. These early voting locations open for a specific period before election day, giving you plenty of opportunities to cast your ballot, so you can cast your ballot at a time that works best for you. This is especially useful if you have a busy schedule or other commitments on election day. Make sure to check your state or local election office for the exact dates, times, and locations for early voting in your area. Each state has different rules and timelines, so it's important to be informed. Now let's dive into voting by mail. This method has become increasingly popular, especially in recent years. This can be a real game changer if getting to the polls isn't an option for you. Whether you're out of town, have mobility issues, or simply prefer the convenience, voting by mail is a great alternative. Some states run their elections primarily by mail, while others provide absentee ballots upon request. It's a flexible option that ensures everyone has the opportunity to vote. Absentee voting is perfect if you're ill, disabled, traveling, or living out of state or the country. It allows you to participate in the election no matter where you are. To get started, check out your state's election website for the specific requirements and deadlines for requesting and returning your mail-in ballot. Each state has its own rules, so make sure you know what's expected. This includes deadlines for requesting and returning your ballot, as well as any specific instructions for filling it out. Speaking of rules, let's not forget about voter ID requirements. These vary by state, so it's crucial to know what your state needs. Some states have strict ID laws while others are more lenient. Most states will require some form of identification for in-person voting, but the acceptable documents can differ. Make sure you have the right ID to avoid any issues at the polls. You can find this information on your state or local election office website. It's always a good idea to double-check before you head out to vote. Before you head to the polls or send in your mail-in ballot, take some time to review your sample ballot. This will help you familiarize yourself with the candidates and issues. Many election offices post these online so you can familiarize yourself with the candidates and issues ahead of time. This way, you won't feel rushed or confused when it's time to vote. Doing a little research on the candidates and their positions can help you make informed decisions that align with your values. Take the time to read up on their platforms and watch debates or campaign events. And there you have it. Everything you need to know to vote in the 2024 presidential election. It's a straightforward process, but being prepared can make all the difference. Everything you need to know to vote in the 2024 presidential election. Remember, your vote is your voice, so make sure it's heard. Every vote matters and can make a difference in the outcome. Remember, your vote is your voice, so make sure it's heard. It's a powerful way to contribute to the future of our country. Thanks for watching and happy voting. Let's make this election count and ensure that everyone's voice is heard.